Okay, everybody, I've done one part of the shading to do my Mariah Carey makeup. Now, as you can see from my tutorial before, I did how to cover your eyebrows because Mariah does have like really fine eyebrows and an upper set cheekbone. So after looking at the video on how to cover your eyebrows, then you can come to this process, okay? Now, when I do my eyebrows, I do it with a shadow and a really fine eyebrow brush, okay? And I drag that through. When you do it with a shadow, what's cool is instead of doing pencil, if you make a mistake, you can cover it up with some powder and then start all over. So instead of going straight for a pencil or a liquid liner to do your eyebrows, I always start with a eyeshadow because then you could add to it. You could always take it away when you use a shadow. If you use a pencil or a liquid liner, then you're stuck with it and you have to wash your face and start all over, okay? Now I did one side of the nose to start the shading for Mariah Carey, okay? So now I'm just gonna work the other side so you can see. You know, Mariah does have really fine eyebrows, so what you wanna do is use a medium brown liner. If you go into it, don't worry because this can all be covered up with like a white cream base eyeshadow or even just a white eyeshadow itself without the cream. So I pulled the corners up into the side, went along the nose like so. Yeah, it's really dark right now, but then you can put powder over it and it will just give you that illusion and it won't be so dark. Now Mariah does have a little bit of a pudgier nose and mine's a little longer, so it's basically all about shading. It's all about, you know, setting everything up to where after you do your makeup, you'll be able to get the effect of her face. So I'm going to do the other side. Now I start with the burgundy. The key to Mariah is her brow bone, like the separation between her eyes, to give you that a look. I start with a burgundy first to give you a base that you can run off of, and then Mariah has a really like a wider tip towards the bottom, so her nose is sort of like, what's the way I could say, a little more bulbous at the tip. And then you're going to get out some espresso from Benai. Okay, the key to Mariah is, like I said, making sure the nose is a little more bulbous. Bring it down like so. Highlight the area within here. But you always want to go around the nostril to make that pop a little more because she does have really little nostrils along the side. And you're going to highlight under the nose, especially if you have a little bit longer nose like I do. This is the base of how you want it to look. Now don't worry about getting it messy because you could just go over with a little bit of powder to bring through areas that you want to pop. Like I said, her nose is really tricky. It's not just a regular straight, you know, line defined nose that you can do. You want to be able to, see the difference? Take a little bit of powder and also put it along the sides to highlight the nose area on the side. Then go back with your burgundy color. The brow is the most important part. You see how her brow is? This is what you want to emulate right here. She has a little bit of a wider area right below here, so you want to take that out a little and then bring it in. And then the cool thing is once you brush the powder away, it'll also fall down along the sides of the nose and give you the illusion. Now I'm going over with a little bit of a darker powder just so it doesn't look so harsh. let this set. What they call it in the drag world is baking. So we're putting our powder all over the center of our forehead to give it some dimension. Let the nose powder sit also while you continue to do the rest of your makeup. And like I said, it'll fall along the sides that you can brush away. And you get the dimension of the nose without it being so bam. Okay? So the lighting in here is terrible, so I'm just showing you the basics of how it should look along the sides. Okay? Now Mariah has a really pronounced little chin. So what we're going to do with that is take the burgundy again. My chin starts here. I'm going up and across. You see? You're giving it that little downset clip, Chad. Go up again. Like I said, you can draw in whatever kind of chin you want just by using a highlighter of maroon, benign, and brown. So now we're going to pop that chin a little more. So you want to make sure it comes up and comes down a little. Up, down. Take a little espresso brown and smooth this baby out. If you go over a little bit, don't worry about it because you can use setting powder to take away whatever mess ups you make. And that's what we're going to do now. Okay, so you want that little clink little jawline of hers. Translucent powder on your cheeks because while you're doing your eyes, if the makeup falls, if your shadow falls on your cheeks, you'll be able to brush it away. Okay, I'm running in 7 minutes. This is going to be part 1 of Mariah makeup. Come back and we'll see the finished product.